This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2, Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, August 11th. I'm Jeff, here with my friends Stephanie and Erica. Sounding a little better today?
Yeah, definitely.
I was in Mexico, Erica.
Oh,
Do I need to say
He
more?
was really husky yesterday.
well, you sound great. I like the husk.
I don't know. Listen, let's just get started. There's a huge tabloid headline that everyone is talking about today. So it claims Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer started dating.
Ooh.
After the Friends reunion special, that's where they revealed they had been crushing hard on each other back in the 90s. Let's take a look.
I had a major crush on Jen. I think we both, at some point, we were both crushing hard on each other, but it was like two ships passing because one of us was always in a relationship. So, and we never crossed that boundary. You know, we respected that, but we both.
All right, if you guys are very excited out there, sorry to burst your bubble, but turns out this story is not true, at least according to David Schwimmer's reps. But why do people love to read these tabloid headlines and actually believe them?
I think because, right, Friends has been like this staple of America for like most of your lives, and people just get so
It sounds so sad.
I mean, but no offense, but anyway, moving on from that. But I feel like people have got this investment because they feel as though they've been along this journey with them, so they're so desperate for it to be true.
Why do you think people love these stories?
I think people romance the past. Like, you romanticize it. You have an ex out there that in the back of your mind, you think like, oh, well, maybe we're older and wiser now. Maybe this could actually work.
Like the one who got away kind of thing?
Yeah, the one, I mean, I don't, but people do.
So there was this in a while back. So this was I'm 31 in this. We were in a tabloid magazine, me and my wife, because we were on Amazing Race. We're like so excited, but it read for absolutely no reason. I'll skip all of it, but it says Jordan 23 is self-conscious about their age difference and has gone so far to tell 31-year-old Jeff that she hates his gray hair from an unnamed source. What are you talking about? I was 31 years old at the time, and Jordan's like, I've never said that. We're just happy to be in a tabloid. I don't know why we couldn't clear the picture, but it was a picture of us in there. We were happy to be in there. But everything in there isn't true, and these magazines still sell every single day.
Yeah, I think life has been...
Alien stories people want to buy.
Oh, yeah. I'm into alien stories. I care about more than that than Ross and Rachel. I'd love it. I would love that.
You'd love to see an alien better than Jennifer Aniston getting together.
Yeah,
with
are you kidding? Oh, come on, the whole world would. If you're going to pick Friends over an alien coming down to planet
What if you
Earth,
found out the couple was actually aliens? I just blew your mind. We got to move on. We got to move on. All right, guys. So Beyonce, she's still thinking about it. Beyonce is opening up about the pressure to be, well, Beyonce, right? In the new edition of Harper's Bazaar, Beyonce reflects on her life as she gets ready to turn 40 next month. And like many women, she feels the pressure of being the backbone of her family. In the interview, she said, quote, I have not always made myself a priority. I've personally struggled with insomnia from touring for more than half of my life. I know that to give the best of me, I have to take care of myself and listen to my body. Beyonce said she's focusing more on her mental health and is even building a hemp and honey farm on her property, and she actually has beehives on her rooftop. There you go.
Yes.
Beyonce's just like all of us, right?
Something like that. You know, I'm glad that she's being so open.
Yes.
I love how Beyonce manages her image in terms of she puts what she wants out there on social media. When she puts something on social media, it's a whole moment. It's not like a, constantly engaging thing. When she's on stage, she has her stage persona. When she's at home, she clearly has her at-home persona, and she's very private. For someone who is arguably the most famous person on the planet.
For sure.
For her to have that level of privacy is really a teaching moment for all of us. Like, you don't have to be out there and have your hands and be exposed to everything in order to be successful. And mental health is so crucial. And I think that people are overexposing themselves to the point where we're really sacrificing our mental health.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm going to go even further and say the wherewithal to just be a normal person and say, hey, I want to be head of this household. I want the kids to have the best life they can. Every parent in the world thinks that way. And to have, like you said, be the most popular person on the planet and to still be grounded enough to say, hey, I want to raise my kids my way. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, Beyonce, she's the queen for a reason, isn't she? We all love her. But I can't believe as well that she's been suffering with insomnia and still doing all the things that she does. She's like a creative genius, the best performer of our lifetimes, I think. I know there's so many amazing people, but she's up there. She's incredible.
Listen,
and then she's not sleeping, and she's a mom.
There's a little guy called Justin Bieber out there.
Oh, here we go.
All right, let's move on. Halle Berry says, am I saying that name right? I always get scared.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Halle Berry. All right, Halle Berry, now it doesn't even sound right, says Hollywood's attitudes towards older women may be changing. So for the first time, Halle is starring in and directing a new Netflix movie called Bruised, where she plays an MMA fighter named Jackie Justice. That sounds like a fighter name. She told Entertainment Weekly that back in the day when women in Hollywood turned 40, they were done. Like really done, or they had to wait until they were old enough to play a grandma. She added, the fact that she is an MMA fighter at 54 years old is proof that things must be changing. Wow.
Okay.
Halle Berry, 54.
Okay. I'm feeling very on the fence about this because I love me some Halle Berry. I mean, ever since Boomerang. But Halle is 54 years old and she is mopping the floor with these 20-somethings.
I was gonna
mopping the floor. And it's like, yes, I do understand that Hollywood, all industries are really evolving in this way. But look at Halle Berry at 54 years old. I mean, at that point, if she was 20, she'd be like a fetus. Look at her.
I know, it's true. It is true. She does look absolutely incredible. I mean, that is so much dedication to your diet, to exercise, to everything.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm going to take the flip side to this coin, okay? If you just want to look at, like, MMA, I'm a big MMA guy, your prime is like 25 to maybe 35.
Yeah, but this isn't real. She's not really fighting.
I understand, but
she's
you know
pretending.
when people get on other people and say, you can't play that part because you're not this.
Yeah, but
well, this is called acting. That's what everyone's doing.
Yeah, but she looks as though she could be. She looks as though she's definitely like my age, if not younger. Definitely.
Some people have good genes.
She's got amazing
We
genes.
also grew up with all of our main characters for high school shows being like 38.
They were.
So, I mean...
90210. I forgot her name anyways, but yeah, she was like 30-something.
Yeah.
All right. Former Bachelorette star Tyler Cameron revealed that he doesn't kiss on the first date. Tyler, who is out promoting his new book, Obviously You Deserve Better, told Insider that kissing on the first date never led to anything good. And in his last relationship, he waited till the 5th date for the first kiss. He thinks it's better to take things slow and focus on the relationship and the conversation and connect with each other more. I'm so happy we squeezed this story in. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, tee off on it.
I think that you should figure out what works for you.
Who is this guy?
Isn't he Matt James's roommate? Yeah.
So he was
the Bachelor's
it threw me off because it's the Bachelorette star. He didn't even win. He was on the Bachelorette and he got kicked out.
I don't know. I saw him on.
We're talking about him. He's got a book.
I just know him because of Matt James.
Can I write a book?
You could absolutely write a book.
Write a book. You could
I was
totally
in the Inquirer.
write a book.
I could write a book.
Yeah, you totally
I literally
can.
think both of you guys could write a book, and I think they'd do very bloody well. For different reasons. I think there'd be totally different genres and categories, but I'd read them both.
Let's get back to the story. Do we kiss on the first date? I guess we'll take it there.
Well, we don't, but I have.
Do you kiss on the first date, Steph?
You know what?
Do you think about it?
I actually really thought about this, right? So, current boyfriend did not kiss for a very long time. We were friends for a long time before we dated, right? So no, and it's going well. Last boyfriend, totally kissed on the first date. Was a nightmare, didn't work out. Old boyfriend, decade long, was friends with him first for over a year, and then we went on a date. So maybe there's some method to the madness.
I kind of got to get on board with that. I mean, my wife didn't kiss necessarily the first time we met.
No, you just slid into her bedroom like a snake in the night. I see that footage.
Listen, that's totally out of context if you don't watch this show every day.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
So did all of America, but it took a couple weeks for that to happen.
of America saw it. Not all of America slid into her bedroom. Let's be very clear. There's a lot of hanger sentences here.
You know what? That story ended up working out anyways. Coming up on DBL, a cool couple on TikTok is showing love to the LGBTQ community, how they're taking on the role of parents to millions who might feel alone. And Selena Gomez is talking about the dark side of growing up as a child star. Steph tells us all about it in What Up Wednesday.
Closed captioning provided by.
And happy Wednesday, it's Kelly Schuberth here with the DBL digital team. Let's continue the conversation because it has gone off the rails here. What's going on, guys?
I like it better when it goes off the rails.
It's so much better. I'm just over here cracking up like I'm
Jeff was
watching
giving
TV
me a bit
show.
of grief, like, what are you talking about? A snake in the night. No, he did. He just, if you watch the video, he comes
we
in the
did the story
bedroom and he
last
goes
week.
into the bed and she's just asleep.
She wasn't asleep.
Not asleep.
I could really get in trouble. Listen, it's on the internet. Go look it up. It's out there. If this wasn't taped, I'd be in trouble right now.
No, no. Well, there is love. They got babies, the whole thing. So
Yeah.
the snake in the night worked for you.
I think I went to the bathroom. Anyways, how do you feel about kissing on the first date? Where are you at, Kelly?
Most of the people I date, I'm friends with first, so I'm like Steph.
Really?
Yeah, you're friends with them first, so you're not.
So if you're
But when
friends
you go on the
first,
official first date,
Does
are you
it-
kissing on that first date though, even if you're friends first?
forget the first date. If you're friends first, is the first kiss awkward?
Well, it depends.
I don't think well,
It depends.
because
You know what I
Anthony and
mean?
I were definitely friends first.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't close friends.
But you were friends.
But we were
Yeah.
friends.
But you know that moment when it's like, go for it or don't go for it?
Yeah, but you're
Go for
built-
it?
it's
Like,
so much
it's gotta be a
build-up,
little
it's
weird,
probably-
right? Like, I'm about to kiss.
out in Vegas.
Yes,
you go.
exactly.
There you go.
And it's not awkward, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm
if there's
with Erica.
alcohol involved.
Well, I feel
Make out
like
in
usually with the first kiss that I've been through, usually there's a glass of wine or two involved. Yeah,
So it helps.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it helps it
bush
not be so
courage.
awkward. Yeah.
That's courage.
Exactly. Liquid courage.
See?
Or champagne.
I didn't have any alcohol. I had to go in like a snake.
You had
in
to
the night.
slither like a snake into the Big Brother room.
Yeah, slither like a snake in the night.
DBL Nation, let us know. Do you kiss on a first
Are you a
date?
snake
Kelly,
in the
way
night?
to know. Way to know that conversation.
Welcome back to DBL. I'm Stephanie Jones, here to dish up the week's best celebrity gossip. Like, why is Selena Gomez saying that she signed her entire life away at just 15 years old? And this girl dad might just be building a girl empire. It's What Up Wednesday. But first, we're heading to Hidden Hills, California to wish the youngest of the Kardashian-Jenner empire a very happy birthday. We're talking about Kylie Jenner, of course, who just turned 24 years old. And quick reminder, she's been a billionaire since the ripe old age of 21. Well, the planet's most notorious momager, Kris Jenner, took to the gram to lay the happy birthday wishes on thick, to quote her littlest angel. Alongside a series of throwback images, Kris gushed that Kylie is, quote, the most amazing daughter, sister, friend, confidant, and advisor. And she said Kylie is wise beyond her years. She called her an amazing mummy and also said she was blessed to be Kylie's mummy. Kris ended the tribute by thanking Kylie for being an inspiration to so many, especially to Mummy Kris herself. Here's what's up. Kylie's an inspiration, all right? I mean, she inspires my wallet to weep every time I think of achieving billionaire status before some companies won't even let you rent a car. Next, we're popping over to NCO to check on Selena Gomez, who just revealed that becoming a Disney star in her teens locked her into a bit more than she bargained for. You might remember Selena as the bewitching young Alex Russo in the Disney Channel series Wizards of Waverly Place. Well, at the time, Selena was just 15 years old, and she described her on-set experience as a period of time when she, quote, "I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just running around on set." Fast forward a few years, and Selena is now 29 with a successful career in her witch's cabinet already. But it seems that she's conjured the whole hindsight is 2020 phenomenon upon looking back at her time on the show. She recently admitted that, quote, "I signed my life away to Disney at a very young age and I didn't know what I was doing." Here's what's up. It's no hocus pocus that it's not always easy to be a kid up and coming in the industry, but you don't need a crystal ball to see whatever Selena did sign back then certainly has not jinxed her future success. Finally, we're heading to Hotlanta, where rapper Ludacris is welcoming his fourth daughter to the crew. Clearly, there's no shortage of Southern hospitality in Luda's house, because he and his wife just welcomed their second daughter together and announced the arrival of their newest with sweet photos on the gram. But true to his music, Luda does actually have baby mamas in different area codes, and he's also the father to 2 other girls from previous relationships. But that doesn't matter to this dad of 4. He's a proud girl dad who he says has forgotten how to say no, and who is planning on investigating all boys who dare try to date one of his girls, when they're old enough, of course. Now, here's what's up. I'd just like to commend the bravery of any potential suitor who eventually does make it past Ludacris's threshold. But for the rest of them, maybe try a different area code. That's it for this What Up Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Nearly 100.
According to 2 new reports that have not been peer-reviewed yet, the Moderna vaccine appears to be performing better against the Delta coronavirus variant than the Pfizer vaccine. The first study looked at patients at the Mayo Clinic. It found in early 2021, the Pfizer vaccine was 76% effective at preventing infections. But when Delta took over in July, that effectiveness dropped to 42%. Over that same time period, Moderna's efficacy dropped too, but not as much. It went from 86% to 76%. Another study in Canada looked at elderly nursing home residents. It found they produced a strong immune response after the Moderna vaccine compared to the Pfizer vaccine. The researchers behind that study say the results show the elderly will either need higher doses or a booster shot. We're also getting an idea of how long protection from the vaccines last. Research out of Israel reveals people were more likely to test positive for COVID 5 months after being fully vaccinated with Pfizer compared to those who'd been vaccinated within the past 5 months. The CEO of Pfizer has said a booster shot may be needed.
Welcome back to DBL. They share videos from the perspective of 2 loving, supporting parents with the swag of a mafia movie couple. Earlier, we spoke with Lisa and Pope about their unique support for the LGBTQ community that's gone viral. That's today's DBL Spotlight.
Lisa and Pope, welcome to DBL. We just watched video from the day you pretended to adopt your TikTok followers, but shortly after that video, you had millions of people saying they wanted you to be their parents. I think this is amazing. You've been dubbed the Mafia family. Where did that name come from?
We didn't expect it to go as crazy as it did, and our followers actually from honestly, the way that we looked, they coined us the Mafia Parents, and we didn't intend on anything related to the Mafia. We actually didn't even plan on it being a family.
Yeah.
And
we were just wearing our, date night outfits and all that.
How has this massive response affected your day-to-day life?
when we first did this video, we didn't think anything of it, and we posted it and we went for a walk. And I remember we came back inside and we were like, oh my gosh.
It was like millions by the day.
And it was
crazy.
millions of followers every single day.
Yeah. And on a daily, we're kind of hermits, so we don't really notice. But when we do go out, we do get noticed a lot.
Everybody notices us at like Walmart and Target. Like, oh,
the grocery store randomly.
So ladies, a lot of your videos are point of view questions. This is great. So followers give you a situation and you act out as if you were their parents. These are a few of our favorites. Let's take a look. We're so proud of you. That's what it was saying. So what has been the craziest question you guys have received so far?
Well, we get literally millions. Honestly, probably the craziest one that we had was like, POV, I interrupt one of your mafia meetings to let you know that I stole your car to go get some pizza.
People just get really detailed,
Could we come up with a situation and you guys act it out maybe?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I find out that my friend Tori, my co-host, during the commercial breaks has been taking my phone and she's been responding to people. Now, she hasn't said anything bad, but I feel like that's a little bit of a violation. How do we talk to her in a way to let her know that I need my private space, but I do appreciate her trying to do what she thought was nice for me?
We'll just give you a look,
we wouldn't
and
say
she's
a
gonna
word.
know. Yeah,
we would be
wouldn't
like,
say one word.
we would literally do the
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I like it. All right, I want to get a little deep. You've created a community for real for LGBTQ kids to feel safe, supported. I know it's all kind of funny, but there's also this like community feel. What do you want the outside world to know about your Mafia family?
Honestly, our biggest takeaway was just that everybody needs a safe space.
Yeah.
And that a lot more people feel alone than we ever expected. We were blown away by how many people have reached out to us. Honestly, it's been thousands per day for the last year. And they just said, you made us feel like we have somebody finally. And, that was very unexpected, but probably the most rewarding part of this whole experience. And if we could say anything to anyone, it's that everybody feels very alone and they need a little bit of love.
Yeah.
So,
and it's okay to be you, just exactly how you are. I think that's the biggest thing.
Will you guys be my parents? Okay. To our DBL Nation.
Yes.
Yay! Join the family. I
They
can't
have
wait.
8 million.
All right.
So don't feel that special.
I'm their favorite, though. To our DBL Nation, please join the family. Follow these ladies on TikTok at LKBphotography_. They're also on Instagram at LKBphotography or Pope the Barber. Lisa and Pope, thank you for joining DBL today. You made us all look cooler. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
thanks for having us.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Folks who've recovered from COVID don't think they need the vaccine, but will natural immunity be enough to protect them? Let's connect the dots. Health experts say no. Recovering from COVID-19 is not enough to protect you from getting the virus again. Your antibodies may reduce your risk, but the vaccines offer much better protection. The CDC says people are twice as likely to be reinfected with COVID if they don't receive the vaccine. Relying on natural immunity can also put others at risk. Doctors say people who are reinfected with COVID are more likely to not show any symptoms. That means they risk spreading the virus to children and people with compromised immune systems without even realizing it. And just because your body fought off COVID the first time does not mean round 2 will go the same. Cases are often milder, but there are exceptions to the rule. The virus is mutating, which means you're seeing more reinfected patients in the hospital. And that is connecting the dots.
The very Verify team is here to fact-check the questionable things you see circulating on social media. Take these tweets, which claim that you should not laminate your vaccine card because that could ruin it. So let's verify. Could laminating your card really cause damage? Our sources are the CDC and Staples. And in some cases, the answer is yes. Laminating the card can cause damage. Staples says that if your card has stickers printed using a thermal printer, the heat used during the lamination process will turn that sticker black and ruin it. So the first thing you'll want to do is check your card for any stickers. The CDC suggests that the best way to make a backup of your card is to take a pic and store it as a digital copy.
With your Verify, I'm Evan Kozloff for Mile High Mornings.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments, right, Steph?
Yes, Jeff. Let's read what you guys have been writing into us. Tiffany.
Sassy today.
Tiffany says, I agree with you, Tiffany. I love that TikTok couple. They seem really cool. I think they are.
You were talking about them on the break.
I'm obsessed. Yeah. I'm obsessed. I just love their aesthetic, their vibe. I just think they're so cool. I love them. I'm now going to follow them. Well, I already do. And Shelly wrote saying, I would love if Jennifer and David from Friends were together in real life. I need news like this right now. Really?
See, people love that kind of stuff. Ben and Jen got back together.
Yeah, but I care about that. They're real. They're real. They were engaged in real life. It's not a fantasy TV show that went on and on and on for over a decade that bores me to death.
Big Friends fan right here. DBL's new every day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place.